Let's do this. Let's reload. What's going on? Is it? Not yet. It's taking a minute. Here we go. Hello, welcome to the stream. Let's start. Today I'm going to make an artwork utilizing my characters, and I'm gonna use the carnival ones. It's Gino, Lexi, and Jester C. I need to create a composition with them, and it's gonna be more like a brainstorming sketch until I get something that I felt appropriate, will be appropriate for what I'm gonna use it. It's gonna be more like a trial and error. I usually do these steps not on notebook, but I use my iPad to draw it, sketch it. But today we're gonna do something different, and I want to live stream it. I want something very colorful and not conventional, a little bit out of the ordinary, falling into the psychedelic, and you know, because I want the colors to be bright. Just that aspect of it, the colorful brightness and combination of the colors that usually are shown on a psychedelic art. That playfulness, that's what I want to capture. We'll see. And since these characters are there are two of them that are not too colorful, but I think the theme will go better with them. Even Soho could be included in it. Right now I'm scrolling to see, you know, the main characteristics of them. I'ma change some of it. We'll see. I have this blank page and I'm gonna start clean slate and see what happens. Let's start. One of the things I want is that be able to make probably a short or a phone format for YouTube video live from the live. So since I have my phone already vertical, I want it to be vertical for the editing of the video. Hello, welcome to the stream, Atira. And I want a vertical to fit phone. I don't know if that will be the best option, but it will look more too like a poster. And that's what I'm trying to reach. How are you doing today? Trying to make an art composition from scratch, because I was going to work on it, you know, from the couch, but I decided to go live and do it live. So we'll see how it look like, because I usually use my tablet on the couch. I'm gonna just sketch it first and see. Okay. Let's think about it. How I'm gonna put the characters in it and what they're going to be doing. So I could do that. Will go like this. We'll put, yes, we could put Gino in the middle. I'm just gonna make some little circles for position. Nothing more than that. Welcome to the stream, Billy. I'm not drawing profiles right now, and you see that you got a kitty cat there. I just draw profiles certain times for the people that participate, people that are subscribed to my channel and participate on my live streams. But yeah. Yeah, but today I'm doing this. If you want that, just hit me up in some of it, my videos, and let me know there what you want me to draw for your profile. Just explain it in detail in one of my videos. Yeah, that way that I have it. Welcome to the stream, R Smash. That way I could have it and tell me the colors and everything you want with it. And I'll do it. And I'll post it in my community post, okay? But I'm not doing it live today. That's what I meant with it. Get me a like too to the stream. I appreciate it. How y'all doing today? I'm just sketching a project today, something that I have a deadline for, and I'm trying to get it out. Right now I'm trying to visualize how the design is gonna go. So I'm using my own characters, but part of it is like that. There are 4 of my characters that I'm gonna make in a composition. So I'm making the spots where they are going to go. That way the design flows. That's very important when you're creating something, because you want to accommodate all the characters. You don't want one at the end to have one that have the half of the head cut off or anything like that. So first you make like the design sketch, not the form itself, but where they're gonna be located, what they're gonna be doing. What's my favorite game? I think of all the games, it's Neopets, and it's a whole thing. It's not just a game. And I like Plants vs. Zombies. I like puzzle games. That's mainly what it is. Everything that have to do with puzzles, I like puzzles. Okay, so we got Gino, and I need Jester C, because Gino is the shortest one. So I want it in the front. And probably put Jester C over here and put Soho in the other side. I'm trying to visualize it because I think this page is too big too for what I want to accomplish. And then Madame Lexi will be up here, something like that. I know it's a horror game. He knows if you're recording him. Oh no, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know that game. Sound interesting though. And at the same time creepy. I'm not gonna lie. Nobody wants to be recorded without being alerted first. That's kind of creepy side. Well, I'll see you later then. Bye. Why you leaving? You don't like? Well, goodbye then. Games are games, you know? Okay, let's continue here. I like your videos just because I'm busy and I have to do some work. Okay, well, have a good evening, night, day, anywhere you are in the world. And just let me know in one of them videos. Just leave the comment. That way I remember. Because I'm not going to remember it. I'm pretty busy. So just do that. Go ahead and do it before you forget and I forget. And bye-bye. Okay, we continue here. I kind of want to have two that they're coming out of the page. So it's going to be in perspective forward. So it means that the head's gonna be bigger and the body's gonna be stretched out thin at the end. That way it makes that illusion that is coming up. The rest of the surrounding area we will fill it up with something else. I know one issue is going to be that this page size is not gonna fit the specifications once I do it digital, because it's going to be a digital work. It's not gonna be. I'm trying to create a poster with the character, with that utilizing my characters, but I'm gonna give it a twist, kind of sort of like a psychedelic art. And I'm explaining how I want the composition to be to create that effect. So it's gonna alter the characters a little bit. So if you want something like kind of 3D, you have to create the depth of it. So the head has to be bigger and the body has to be narrow to a vanishing point. So it'll be right here. So it's gonna look awkward, but at the end it will make sense. Thank you for coming to my stream, Kali. So one of my characters that I'm drawing here is the small one. The smallest one is Gino. And Gino is a frog. But they belong to the carnival, so Gino's body is round at the end too. So we're gonna do it like that. But because he's not gonna come all the way, the vanishing point is just gonna be for the end, but the legs are going down. That way it seems like it's standing but tilted forward. Let's make the clothing. He got like circus clothing. This shape, round shape, is not the shape of him, but I did it that way to position in a composition. So we do the nose, and then get the glasses going. Like I said, I usually sketch these type of drawings digital, but today, because I wanted to live stream it, it's easier for me to do it on a piece of paper. Because this piece of paper, then I will made it digital. I will make it digital later on. So it's looking awkward because that's not how it looks. And I get these are the straps. Now we could probably delete this because it's gonna be the hat. Is them top hats. Go kind of behind the glasses so you could see it through it, going through it. And the hair is just spiked haired. Remember, this is just a sketch, it's not the final work. It's just situating the characters, what they're going to be doing, all that kind of stuff. It's not the final, and you could keep tweaking it if you don't like how it's looking. I'm gonna cut it some more here and make the legs. Since I think I'm gonna have to move it to make it bigger though. Because that's the problem. I wish I could just expand it. Because I'm not used to draw the sketch like this, because I keep throwing lines until I clean it up and then it's looking weird. I have to delete. Yeah, it's different when you're creating a character that is from scratch, because you don't have to follow nothing. It's never been created. But when something is already created, like I said, with any character that you're copying, your own characters that you just keep drawing over and over, there's certain things, certain characteristics. Welcome to the stream, Simon. There are certain characteristics that you have to keep, because if you don't do it that way, what happens is the character is gonna lose what the character it is, or what it looked like. So that's challenging sometimes. And to prevent that is easier. Like I said, I probably moved to the tablet, and I think I'll do it there easier. Let's do this. That way it's easier for me. Let's get sketch here. It will be cleaner too. They already started with a different idea, but I think it'll be easier. That way I don't have to keep erasing constant. Get some water. Get my glove on. And this is what I mean with it, is the lighting here. I need to dim it some. And get my fingerprints off the way I could see good. Like I said, the concept is a poster. At least the dimensions are the exact dimensions that I want, so I'm not going to be drawing unnecessary outside the what is called the drawing itself. So I could go here and close that and continue. Is to grab both of them and diminish them some, because remember this one is upside down, so I'm gonna go try it the way that I was doing in the other one, because at the end of the day you want all the sketches that you want out, and then you could choose which one you like the most. So all of this is just trial and error. And guess what? No matter if you draw too many of them, you could use them next time for something else. It's not that you have to you could recycle for something else. You could add a different background. You could, you know, do all kinds of stuff. Since it's upside down, the little thing, I don't know the word for it, the part of the clothing will fall for gravity, and it will fall the other way, so you have to take that into consideration. It's not gonna be stiff facing up like it was. So now you could see probably some markings, the sewing marks and the stitches or whatever that clothing has, because you're the other way. It's like your shirt just come up, and then you have to think that this part is not gonna be like that, so you have to delete some. We'll get the body up. You see, now it's looking more realistic instead of making it this way, because it's not stiff unless you got wire on it. So we look at it that way. That's the new position. This is what I like about it, that you know, when you're sketching with pencil, you don't do it. So I could distort and pull and extend and arrange my sketch. And I'm not a person that I like to be erasing constant. Because one, your paper will start being bad, and then them lines that you really want, you're not gonna see them. So it's easier if you got a tablet to do it this way. That's one of the advantages. Now we have the clothing. So since it's upside down, I need to push it down some, because unless the arms are holding onto something, it could be holding onto the head. So the head position of the head will be fine, because the strength is gonna be on the arm, so the head don't have to be touching the hat. If the head is touching the hat, then you got the force at the head, so the hands could be loose. So I'm thinking about it because Gino's hands, I could probably position them up instead. Let's try it because he's in a frog, got skinny arms, and he could be holding. Let's do it like this. It will be holding Jester C's hands, but I think they're not gonna reach because this is ambitious. I have to say it that way. So they will not reach. Let's think about it. Let's do the other part-time thing. Let's make the head hit the. Oh, I have them all selected. I have to make sure they just got that one. Since I can reach, because if you turn this hand up or arm, because the whole arm up, Jester C's arm, I'll show you what the problem be. They're not gonna reach so far down. So they'll be coming over here, that way these hands will reach that and it will look not, it will not look good. They are too long. That's just the part of the hand, it's not even the fingers, because you have to hold on fingers. You see, and that's where the problem is. So what we're gonna do is situate it on top of the head. Holy Shredder is Jester C. Yes, I'm making a composition and see if I could get these for the competition. So I'm gonna make them very colorful. But I'm still trying to debate how I'm gonna make the composition to make it really bright. And probably them two will be enough, I think. So since I have the head, if it's touching the head of Gino, I don't need no hands touching. We could make these hands do something else and these hands do something else. That's what I'm figuring out. And I'm drawing it backwards. Yeah, I think it's easier sketching on an iPad or a tablet because I don't like to be erasing constantly. I thought it would be better for the stream if I draw and do the drawing on a paper, but I don't think so. So I changed my mind and I did it like this. It'd be easier for me at the end anyways, and this is the measurement that I want for the composition to be. So let's turn it the other way. We put the hand down because he's gonna be juggling backwards. The little, I don't know what this thing is called on the clothes. It's part of the sleeve, but this little hickey-doo is gonna be upside down too for gravity like I did on the other one, but the hand's gonna be backwards like that because he's gonna be juggling backwards because he's a master, got powers, superpowers, and we make the juggling ball here. Yeah, that's better. And we do the same with the other hand. Let's clean it some. remember that this goes in front of it, so you will have to keep it like that. The length, we could stretch it some, distort and pull. The feet need to be doing something funny though. Since that's what's left with it, we could put them holding something. That'd be more creative too. And it will add more to the scene. Yes. Let's make the feet the same way. This will be down. And I'm going to try to make some pencil feet. Is that the correct term for it? The feet that hold stuff like monkey feet, squirrel feet. They have that grip. Everything when already done my art. You done all your art. I need to go to and give you a like on the video, on the post that you have. I love the two characters, Cento and the other character. I saw them on my other phone, but the other phone that that I've seen it's not the one that I reply or I text or anything like that in YouTube. So, but I love that composition you did. The colors are great. The colors were great. So I need to go in there and check it out with the other phone. I got 3 phones. Just I do different things with them, and that's why. What's the problem? I need to check this eraser. There's something going on with it. Or is the pen itself? No, it's both the same. I don't know what's going on. Probably it's me. Sorry. Every time when I already done my 4 of my characters transform me, I sometimes pull my hair out when I really wanted to draw someone. Oh, I see. Yeah, that happened to me too. Sometimes I pull my hair too. Literally, not as a joke, literally. But, it's part of life. I'm still brainstorming here. I talk like that to keep going because I'm trying to make sense of what I'm creating. And I'm having a problem with these feet, so I'm gonna copy paste this one. That's another great tool that you have digitally. Just copy paste it. Yeah, the pumpkin Shanto, I loved it. The colors are great, like I said. Let's merge them, that way you don't have problems later. And I see that the dimensions are more. Let's reduce the size. I have to go to uniform and reduce the size to it. And because I made them like that, I did it on purpose because I wanted to hold something. What's that something is? I just make a ball. It's going to be a ball, and probably that ball will have different colors, just like that. Now we have, I might have to do it smaller. I just got an idea. No, let's keep it like that then. Welcome to the stream, Glitch Art. And let's do this other hand here. this part will be hanging down, and the arm, I want 4 of them, and the other one will be facing up the same way. I'm kinda having a problem with the contact. Just like that. And we locate this, press. You see, I don't know what is the problem with it. There's some days like that. How you doing today, Glitch? We're doing digital today. I think the dimensions of both characters are correct. I'll probably get to make this one smaller just because. And since I'm making it smaller, I need to alter the hat. Take that into consideration too. It has to be, let's go with warp it some, because it will be more realistic. And you could do the warp tool and then go to advanced mesh. This one will specify certain points on the mesh that you want to move without altering a wider spectrum of it. I didn't have to use it, so I'm gonna go back and do the same thing but with the regular mesh, because this is just a sketch. It doesn't matter much, so all I want is to move it some and clean it up here and reattach it. Like that. Now I have them. Seems still like I could grab the body. I got the selection, freehand, and I want to grab the body because to me it looks that is out of proportion for my character, and I want it uniform, and I'm gonna make it smaller because the head needs to be bigger. That looks better. You could still modify it because we're, like I said in the sketch, just creating it. This is the sketch process. Nothing is definitive yet. This is where you play and alter, you add, you take off, you delete. I don't know, something is making it tremble. And this tip is new. It makes it skip like there's something over. And this is a film, it's not the iPad screen itself. I have a protective film over it, and it could be that. Let me click on this here. Just in case is that I just click on the air conditioning. I don't want the noise, but it's necessary if I don't want to lose the the phone for overheating, and probably the tablet too. And me. And we continue. Okay, now that we have the head, you can see here that it's not aligned with the body, so we will move the body a little bit more. We'll do the same thing. You see, I think, what's the problem with it? Grab it. And move it. I try to clean it some because at the end I don't want to be confused with all the lines coming from one side or another. If you don't care about deleting the lines, all you could do is change the color of the new outline. But I don't like all that mess, so I just go and delete and keep doing it like that. This eraser is, it's kind of behaving like yeah, it got like a jitter, but it's kind of behaving like a different eraser. The same with the pen. We'll see if it fixes itself. Okay, so we got the characters holding that, and since I dropped it some, let's grab both of them and central, look at it more, align it to the center. And I got two, and then we could put another one. Remember, he's a juggler. That's why we're making it that way. Gino is usually those characters in a circus that welcome people. So we're gonna make him a little, what we call, oh, I have to draw it in the other layer. Right there. The cane, we're gonna draw him with a cane, holding a cane. It's not that he need a cane, but just to add some interesting equipment to the character. He'll be more like a article of clothing than a tool, just for looks. We're gonna make that cane, and I think I should face it forward. Let's try it again and make the hand. So we're gonna face it forward. It's gonna go looking like this. His fingers are long because there's a frog. They're pretty awkward. I'm not liking it there though. And I grabbed the wrong thing. Sometimes compositions come out of your brain like poetry really fast, and some days it's kind of forced. You got the idea, but you cannot put it into a drawing. Right now I got so many ideas, but I'm trying, I'm kind of competing with myself on what I want it to look like. And that's why I want that tilted. If I tilt it, no, You have to tilt it the other way, like this. And now this looking better. Yeah, I could accommodate the fingers. Yes, the fingers are skinny, long, and at the end of it are wider, and you could see nail in it, each one of them. If I zoom, once you get it out, when I get it outlined, you will see the details on it, but it has nails. It's part of the look. A little bit wider, like that. Let's bend this one, because this is the thumb. Let's bend it. And then do the nail in it. Just like that. That's looking more like it. I'll delete the excess lines. There's not something I need. That way I don't get a mess. And then I'm drawing every line again and keep going with the same thing. Let's fix the mouth. Yeah, and turn around and do just Terce's mouth. The wicked teeth. I'm just gonna keep it like that. I'm not gonna put tongue or anything like that. I'm just gonna keep it. Their teeth are showing, but the mouth is shut, so the teeth are over it, outside. Okay, now since this is part of a circus, let's get another layer and sketch a background for it. Wanna probably do a curve. If you stretch and hold, your lines will straight up. That's what I'm doing. Sometimes if you go outside, you sometimes miss it, but sometimes it works. What if I do it inwards? Let's do the inverted. That way it looks like they're in instead of out. And then we add. I wish I know what the problem with the pen is. Let's centralize that way it looks better. Probably just distort it a little bit to align it better to the center, like that. And more like this other side. I don't use the symmetry tool much unless I'm just playing around. I kind of like stuff that is not completely symmetric, but I like to have it aligned, but aligned from a perspective, not for the tool. That will make things more realistic because not everything is so symmetric, you know. Even our bodies, our faces, everything is not completely symmetric. So this part is inside, so we do that and then create like a dome effect. Since it's in, let's add some lines for the circus, like the circus tent. That's what I'm recreating right now. Let's move it a little bit to this side and that side. See if I could fit it in here. Probably I'm forcing it too much. Let's clean it back out and just do one. But that one's not gonna be so visible. Let's do it again. Redo it. Instead inward is gonna be the outer part. That way we have more space. And now we could fit them both because instead of inward we do it the outside part. And it will be more visible part of it. Yeah, that's better right there. I really want it more than that, but I want it big. Let's fix Gino's hair. See if I could do. Let me grab Gino and deform it some. Like the effect I was saying that is coming up. So that will do, the hair will look different. Make it let's delete this side and see. Sometimes you you have to go for it. Like I said, it's better when you sketch on a tablet or iPad or anything digital because you could go back and you could recover your work too if you don't like it. And that's not looking good right here. Let's go back. Like I said, the way it was, it needs to have that little flare here. Part of it like blowing back, kind of pushed by the wind instead of static. We have some movement. And since I have this side, I'm going to copy and paste it and position it on the other side. Flip it and put it there. And let's see now what it looked like. Sometimes you could do that, and if something's not working, you know there's a problem, you could redo it. Still something odd. I need to move the composition completely, the characters at least, and pull them up, and then I will grab Gino and select the body and stretch it. Because that's where the problem is, laying that. Laying. It's too small. It needs to be longer. Let's do it again. Let's get Chester C up. I'm going to make it smaller for a second. Forget that the ball, juggling ball, disappear. Trying to get the composition right, because the body of Gino is not working. Distort. Probably warp it. And start making small. Let's grow some of this cheek. Just a hint of it, not something drastic, because it will change his face completely, and we don't want that. Like that, that's better right there. Keep the length of the body the same here. Now I could put you'll change the clothes every time. That's a good thing about it. It's not that they have just specific clothing. The clothes could be altered constantly. Just make it look like carnivalesque, like vintage, but bright. That'll be the main thing. And let's go with that. Let's grab Chino again now. Since this, it looks, the proportions are better, we go make it fit. Fix the extremities that got deleted by the position. And I could make the mouth bigger now, because I want to. I've never made him smiling like that, with a full smile, showing teeth or anything like that, but this is the first time, and I want to see that smile. Yes. He's usually got a grin, but I want it completely more like a creepy side of it. He's not a creepy character, but I want it to look a little bit creepy because of the colors I'm gonna put on it. So I wanted to flow with the character. It's just a facial expression, nothing more than that. Still working on it. I guess if I increase the size of the glasses, that will help. It might help me greatly. Oh yeah, that right there it is. So I have that. Now let's do again. Diminish the size. Get the diminish the size of gesture C to feet. Now we have the characters and then we put back the background. Let's move the characters up and then we could do them little toadstools. Thank you very much. I'm trying to make a different composition to see if I could enter this competition. It's on Clip Studio app, and I want to see if I could create something very, very colorful that I'm satisfied with it. So I'll let y'all, I'll inform y'all. But that's that's one of the projects that I've been trying to work on. Cause it takes time, Critter, you should host an art competition if you want. Yeah, I will do it one of these days, but I want to give a real prize. It's not gonna be shout out or nothing like that. I want to give a real prize, but I haven't been ready yet for it, but it's gonna come one of these days. Yeah, but it's gonna be with real something real, not just I give you a shout out. I could give you a shout out. Shout out to Glitch. So shout out to Glitch Heart. Go subscribe to his channel. He does great too. See, that's pretty easy. I think y'all deserve something good. But once I get, all this stuff, we'll be working on that. And I want, stuff that is original too. You're welcome. Yeah. People that just see you in here, they might, notice, and they will go subscribe to your channel. That's how it is. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Yeah, these two characters are a carnival character. They're from the carnival. Yeah, shout out to Crittercrats. Yeah, that's how it is. We shout out every day. This one is a frog and this one is a jester. And because they're colorful, that's what I'm using them. Right now I'm just creating the composition, and once I outline it, we will see what it looks like. But I want more stuff. The more stuff you have, the more color you have to apply. Well, that's my vision. So I got the circus tent. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Create a new layer and make the little those tool thingy that they step on. So I hold this like that and make it rounder. Usually they use it for the elephant. Since I made it in a different layer, I could move it and alter it as I please. To make it more realistic, just copy and paste these. Oops. Let's do it again. I got a wrong button. Copy and paste it and then move it down and extend it. And it's kind of the same effect as a cube, but then you throw just the line and the line and delete the inside of it. And there you have it. The perfect circus elephant stand. Welcome to the stream, Rod. How are you doing today? Let's delete the internal part of that layer. Let's merge them and then grab it and delete just this part that is visible with the shoe. I'm gonna should leave it there. I just gonna, the way when I position the character, I could situate it better. Now we have that. Let's get the background off. I have that. Yeah, let's try to outline it and see what happens. And then I will decide if I like it or not. Let's do a whole composition with both of them so it doesn't matter. Let's reduce the size of the pen. I have to move it forward. Move that layer up. Now it is visible. I do this because I want the circles, the lines, everything straight, no jittery. And since you see here too, you get another circle. Let's move that. If I move my hand, I probably can see it. Right there. So it's the lines are better than just free drawing. Sorry about that. Sometimes when you hold, it will make it straight. Sometimes it will make it straighter, the curved line. And that's what I was looking for. Let's pull this hat. Use the distort because I just wanted to pull on one side. That's a top hat, but it's a flat top hat, and I see that I still have a problem here, so I'll need to pull it the same way. Select it, distort it, and I'll pull it a bit. That looks better. Let's erase some of these, because remember that this character is above. I should keep them separated. Let's better do it that way. I think it'll be better for both of them. Let's make something here that is looking flat, and I don't want that. That's one of the things. If you don't want it flat, I want it to look rounder. Sometimes it takes a minute, especially if you want something that is, it looks good, you know, not just whatever drawing. It's like right now I'm struggling on this edge because I know it's not looking round. I'll hold it on up. Okay, that's better. Once I put the glasses, because the glasses go above of it, let's do the glasses in a different layer. That way I could position them. It's harder when you're doing circles. In another layer for the inward circle. Just like that, and then I could merge them, position. All I need to do now is grab it in, or just here duplicate and flip it and position. Now I will merge them both, and I will grab where the hat is and clean it up without damaging the glasses. The same with the part of the glasses here. We just select the glasses and round them up. Grab the roll tool. And I got it. Now since you got them both, you can merge them if you want to. And we continue. That prevents a mess, especially like when you're doing shapes inside shapes. It makes it easier to be positioned. And if you have to rotate them or whatever, you got the freedom to do it. And plus you could grab them easy, copy and paste it, rotate it, and move it to the other side. Merge them again and merge them once again. It will keep your sketch clean. Sometimes I do these instead of cranking up the symmetry, I'll draw one side, especially if it's curved like this, because it's like everything. Sometimes you have a way that the position of your hand and a side of the drawing that you are better at than the other side. So mine is the right side, my right hand the left side. So what I do is I copy and paste it in and position in the other side. Since the glasses, you will see now the problem in the middle. So what I do here is I erase and then I fix it. That way the angle, especially if it's a nose like that, the angle is similar. I didn't say the same, I say similar. Don't have to be, but it's good to have it. Alright. The same with the mouth. You see that now we have this side and that side, but look at the character. The way that I sketch it, you could just see that this side is smaller than this side. But you could fix that if you do this side first and copy and paste it and move it. That's a trick too. It saves you time, you know, like trying to make the lines similar to it. So what I do is let's create a new layer too. Go ahead and sketch it to the middle part. That way I don't have to go farther than that. You see right now I'm even outside. That right there is better. Go above it. And I already messed up here too. That's what I'm trying to prevent, these overlapping lines. Overlapping lines, because they don't look good. You want smooth going. Smooth lines, straight, smooth lines. Now we have almost one side. Let's make this traps. They need to be the same length, thickness in length. I did it like this, the way it looks like it's attached. And put a button in there. This is pretty much the middle part. I'm not going to do this circle, but I'm going to try to draw the stripes. Follow the angle too. It's very important. You don't want straight lines. It's a curve, buddy. So you curve your lines. one, and that'll be the second one. Keep it like that. So what we do is we could go here and copy and paste it, so duplicate it, or copy and paste it below, flip it, and it will be this side. And that's the best match. Could get them together, and then now we clean the overlapping lines again. It's not as bad as it would have been if you were sketching it complete, drawing it, outlining it all. Since my sketch wasn't straight. But if you dedicate your time, I was just sketching. But if you dedicate your time for your sketch and make a great sketch, you don't have to do this, you just follow your lines. And I'm noticing I want this, the body again, I want it longer down below here. So let's grab these. Let me see if I merged them. The bottom part of the pants, I wanted to have more like a rounder than a flat finish. So I select the wrong thing again. I like freehand because it makes it easier to select. So I'm selecting the bottom part, and I'm gonna distort it some. You could enter the degree of distortion, but I'm not doing that. And I could warp it some. Let's select advanced match, because I want more the middle part to be rounded. And position, let's see it. Yes, that's much better. Now we're gonna have a dilemma. It's going to be the stripes on the clothes. The way we fix that is probably we have to erase the end of it because it's too straight, and redraw. We'll copy and paste them again, but I think this time I'm just gonna free draw it. Not gonna worry much about it, because sometimes to your clothing, the lines and the stripes and everything else falls accordingly how your body is. So sometimes we just lean sideways more than the other side, and that will affect the movement of the clothes and how the lines be moving in the body itself. So what I do, I just visualize it, but because its character is really round, this is not real, I just follow the flow over, just imaginary, and once I get down here I just goes. But you just do it straight without thinking too much. I just made a thin line, but then you could fill it up. But that is position where it's supposed to go, with the curvature and everything. If you see it, the same thing here. It will come like this and it will go down. That's what we want. And if you missed it, you just delete it and start again. Very simple. Let's do this one too. Going up and down. I always go over it because you want it to come out. It doesn't matter. sometimes I think I could do this when I'm drawing, and it's really disappointing when you're gonna just back up. Oh, I made a mistake. Let me hit the the paper. And here, because I made the design this way, is on purpose. This will go in the middle. Yeah. Let's check it out. We merged them again. That way you have plenty of layers to continue your work. If you keep having everything in a separate layer, you can, but at some point, depends on the resolution of your work, you will run out of layers. And I need them layers for later. So I'm trying to keep it as tidy as possible. Let's get the curvature to the nose too. We grab that selection and warp it some. Let's go with the advanced match. The way to make sure that it's just the tip of it. I don't want the whole thing to be altered. And that's better. Let's sketch. Let's do the mouth. Like I said before, we could do one side. Since the character is more symmetric now, since I did the body that way, the mouth will fit on the other side. So just like that. Welcome to the stream, Unlimited Art. How are you doing today? Now we select the mouth, copy, paste it, and rotate it, and move it. You can move it if you have it on uniform. And like I said, now the symmetry is better. Because we, like I said, we took this side and literally we reflected on the other side. Copied and pasted. We'll do the same thing with the hair and the feet. Extend the legs. Let's do it on a different layer. I'll merge this mouth, merge it to the character, and open a new layer and make the leg. I want to have a little bit of leg. No matter if this boot is up there, I made it, so I know how the character's feet go. So it doesn't matter if it's up there. That's just for reference. That's just reference. The important thing is I have some parts of the leg, and I think it's too tilted, so let's fix it like that. Them old-timey boots. If you're not pleased, you just keep fixing it. It's your design, you know how you want it. You work with it until you feel satisfied. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the boot, and then I'm going to grab it and arrange it accordingly with the angle. The way I get it out of the way. This is the internal part, so it will have a little indentation, just like that. The inward of the foot. Then we make the sole of it and the heel. This part needs to be more narrow. And you should be able to see the part of the inside of the heel. Let's fix the boot again. I think the problem is the size is too long and too narrow. He got it wide but short. Yeah, the boot is wide but short. I keep messing it up there. I think I have too much. I need to delete a lot of work from this iPad because it's getting sluggish. So it got sort of a delay. That's what I'm thinking that it is a problem. And that delay affect how it functions on the app. You have to sense the pen, and sometimes you got a delay, and that's why it started to be jittery. It's like I'm moving faster than the pen itself, and then it does that. Let me get the food for the dog. Hold on a second. Very quickly. Toby. Food time. Toby. Here's your food, Toby. Toby. And I'm back. I have to feed the dog, so she got her food now. It's part of her routine. Okay, let's continue. This table is away from me, so the angle and the reflection sometimes blinds me. So if you see me throwing more lines and lines, it's that. I usually draw more comfortable than these because I have to make sure that the camera is capturing what I'm doing. So that makes the tablet be farther away from me. And the lighting, like I said, affects the way I see it. And plus the sluggishness don't help me a bit. That's part of it too. That's better, but I need to keep working on it. Let's get this leg duplicated, flip it in position. Now we do merge them together, merge them with the body, create a new layer, and we keep going that way. Now it's time for the hand. The hands usually come from this part of the body here. Don't know why I made it that way, but now let's get to the tongue. I said it before and I said it again. Your sketch is a guide. You don't have to follow it to a T. You could just do a totally different redrawing or outline. Sometimes I alter stuff and then I keep going that way too. Sometimes I sketch again. It just depends, because once you started to position the character how you want it, sometimes the stuff has to be moved. And because of that reason, like right now, you see me, I'm improvising. I'm moving them again, the extremities. And this one needs to be moved again. So I continue with it. It happens. It's gonna be over when you are over. When you said so. Fixing that finger. That jittery thing again. That kind of stuff too delays you, because it's stuff that you don't count on. And let's fix the thumb. The curvature of the nail. And that one is down. I see that I should go back to the face. This part right here is part of the, let's merge them. That way I can modify it. The face that I wanted earlier to be more curved, go ahead and do it. Because I want the flow of that smile, you know. Since I want it to be the same here, let's copy and paste it. rotate it and attach it. We don't need this part right here because that's the other side's arm location. All we need is just the face contour. Just like that. And probably makes a little thing for the cheek. Can even probably make it smaller. Let's grab it and see if I can make the dimension. When you have this dilemma here, just grab it without selecting the stuff in the way, and you will have it there. What? It's not letting me. Let's go back. Something's not right. I have the free hand. I'm in the layer. That's what it is. Let's merge it. Select. I wasn't in the layer when I selected the part. Let's do it again. Got it. Now the selection has been made in uniform because you don't want it to distort. You don't want to distort it. Sometimes you have to see it, what it looked like, the position too. I wish I kept it separated. Let's see if I could distort it some, flatten it more. Because I'm trying to visualize it where I want it. You could see once I move it how much the character changes. It could be as creepy as this, as natural as this. And I think I will go with that one right there. Just center it and keep it right there. Now we have to fix what I said, the whole other shebang. Yeah, it got a creepier aspect of it, just a big old smile, you know. It will be like a character out of a nightmare that will not stop. It's kind of like the Joker, you know. It could be creepy if it could just staring and with a big smile, you know. It will make you really uncomfortable. That's the way I put it. I'm still thinking about it. Let's leave it for a second. That way I could come back to it. Probably when I take the blue outline, it will make it change. I don't want to see it until I finish outlining it at all. Let's continue. Let's get another layer and position this hand. Get the thumb. Nail. Sometimes there are fingers that you're not going to be able to see, so take that into consideration. It's not that it's missing finger, it's just that that's how it goes. In this case right here is going to be one, but not the way it was. We're just going to try to slowly blend it behind it. Because the cane head is right here, you're not going to be able to see it even behind. If the hands were positioned this way, and the thumb, and the little finger would have been visible, probably like this. But because this cane head is right here, the top part of it, it will be behind it. So you don't have to worry about it. I hold to keep it straight. And I see that hiccup here from that delay I'm talking about. Okay, let's move on to the hair. Merge, open a new layer, and let's redraw the hair. What happened? Something happened, it throws me off. I'm checking because he threw the computer off. He threw everything off. I'm back, I think. Let me get the volume up and see. Hello? Yeah, we're back. I don't know really what happened for a second. Interesting. Probably something with the internet. Everything seems like it's working fine. I got just yeah, we're back. 8 minutes, so we're just getting this done quickly. I will let y'all know how this goes, because like I said, I'm not sure if I will use this one. I'm right now in a brainstorming situation. I'm trying to find the best, so I'll probably create several sketches playing around the same. They will not be live, of course, but and then from there I will choose and I will let you know the outcome and what they look like once I finish them. I'll keep y'all informed about it. Status, we're going for the upper one. Merge, open new layer. Let's outline this one. This one is a new layer. It's a different character. I do it like that because that way I can move it as I please. This one is Jester C. I think I'm pressing the pen too much. That's probably why it's making it jittery. I'm creating resistance, some resistance on the page, so it's not flowing as it should. Let's outline these wicked teeth. The same goes with the merch, the part of the clothing. I need to find the word for these because I really don't know it. The word in English, neither in Spanish. I will call it something fruncido. That be the word fruncido, but that's not the name for it. But the effect that is like bunched up, I will call it fruncido. I don't know yet what kind of pattern the clothes will have. Like I said, I'm just tracing it right now. I'll decide that pattern later. These fingers are not as complex as the Jester's. Jester C's fingers are not with fingernails. They're just normal, regular fingers. Same with the feet. They're more like prensil feet, like monkeys or squirrels, that they will hold on to things. I should draw the ball separate. Why? Because I need it to be perfectly round. And I wanted to be able to move it. Let's select, create a new layer, and how simple it is without worrying about damaging the design itself. Because you don't want to, if you don't go straight, you don't want to be deleting. And the last part, merge these, create a new layer and get the stand. If I select the band, it might work. Get the stand. I want it to be, that's weird. He drew it in the same, let's go back. Thank God that I noticed it. That's why I couldn't alter the form. Yeah, that's better right there. Like I said, copy and paste it or duplicate it. Increase the size. And then just outline the ends of it. Since you don't need the excess of it, you could delete it. That way you know how it's going instead of getting confused with all them lines. Got them together. Now then, what we do is select the background. I close all of these and I'll get to finish some of the background. That layer needs to be above of it, the way it shows. That's the reason for it. And I do the arch. And I'm gonna copy this arch. Flip it and copy paste it to this side. And then we do the same thing with this, just go halfway. Copy and paste it, rotate it. That way they have symmetry in it. I don't have to follow these same lines. I need to fix this down here. I can't see the layers right there. Let's fix these because it's not completely perfect. That's better. Since I have these tips in here, I'm gonna take advantage of it. That way, when I come up, I want it to be flowing with it, but in a curve. So I'm gonna have to come from the top. And I go again. It's not letting me keep the curvature like that. And then this side. I don't like it how it's looking though. That one is better. That side and this side. And the bottom. I think that's pretty much it. Let's eliminate the blue. We'll clean it up. I'll have to keep working on it anyways. I'll clean it up. Let's take, that's the part with the stand, the characters. Let's get the background off. And they'll be just like that. Once you color the characters, they will be in front of each other. Like I said, this, it's in front of that one. The ball will be behind gesture, the same as the stand and the same as the background. So they be positioned accordingly. You want it that way they don't block each other. but this character have to be above Gino, because part of the head, that is this little spot in between, it's part of the jester's head, and because it's part of jester's head, has to be in front of Gino. If not, Gino hat will cover half of the head and it will look off. And that's pretty much it. I will continue working on this, and I will keep you informed, see how this goes, and if I keep this design or if I alter it. I'm not sure yet, but this is it for tonight's stream. I appreciate you guys that showed up. Sorry about the inconvenience. I don't know how long I was offline or the glitch happened. I don't have no idea until the computer just went blank. But bear with me. I'm trying to improve slowly. And like I said, thank you very much for showing up. This is it. Have a good evening, night, day, anywhere you are in the world. Thank you so much for watching. Critter out. Bye bye.